In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make money in crypto, even when the crypto market is down. I'm Jacob Block. I'm the founder of Magnet, which is a best-in-class crypto growth consultancy company. We're a member of the Forbes Business Council, and I recently published a book on crypto growth, which became an Amazon bestseller. And I have made my money in crypto, not on the retail side, not by trading and investing in crypto, but by being on the business side of crypto. And in this video, I want to open up a little bit more about the other opportunities that are in this industry, because even when the market is down, the industry is still growing. And if you watch any other content of mine, you'll see different videos that I do on how the industry is evolving. And like I said, I do get involved in the retail side. I do still invest in crypto, and I'm also hurting right now from that part. But I also have my foot in the other camp, which is the business side of crypto. And 24/7, 365 days a year, there's an opportunity to create value in that side of the industry, regardless of market conditions. And in this video, I'm going to give you a few ways in which you can do that. So let's get into it. So firstly, you have the crypto trenches. We've had extremely up seasons in the crypto trenches, like Solana last summer, the meme coin super cycle, where we had a lot of meme coins launching, people in the trenches buying meme coins, getting a 10-20x, selling out within the matter of minutes. That's obviously slowed down, and meme coins in a general sense are really starting to die out in terms of new launches in the trenches buying meme coins. But that's not to say that there aren't opportunities in the trenches. Recently we saw Abstract, which is a new blockchain, and it's by the guys behind Pudgy Penguins. And there's been meme coins launching on Abstract that are doing numbers. For example, Newt. That's one meme coin that has pretty much taken off on, again, not to a huge level, but if you got in at a 2, 3, 4, 500k market cap because you were in the trenches and you were on top of this new chain, then you could have done a 20x by now. The first point of this video is that regardless of conditions, there's always the next thing. The people in crypto, participants in crypto, are moving liquidity to try and generate some form of return. So the trenches are still alive. Don't write that one off, and just keep your eye on what those next opportunities might be in the crypto trenches. Number 2 is farming in crypto. So farming, you're essentially trying to get rewards. And one type of farming is airdrop farming. So even in this market, there are still different projects that are conducting airdrops of their tokens. There's still projects that are coming to market for the first time. They're doing an airdrop, or they're giving away tokens to try and incentivize new community members to come in. So there's always the opportunity to be able to get a hold of these airdrops and get a hold of these tokens for free by doing different activities, by farming them and getting these tokens and selling these tokens when you want to sell them. And obviously, if you don't pay anything for the tokens, even if the token is quite badly down, but the market is liquid, you can still obviously profit from those tokens. The second side is liquidity farming. So Uniswap, for example, there's always various liquidity pools offering different APRs and so on. And this is a way that a lot of people make money in the industry. And the industry right now needs liquidity more than anything. It's a bit more of a high risk play, but if you dive into the trenches of crypto and you understand how liquidity farming works and liquidity pools and so on, then there's an opportunity there to get good returns. So there's a few ways in which you can farm in crypto and to get different rewards out of the space all year round. So the third way to do well in this market, even if it's not sunshine and rainbows, is to have a services-based business in crypto. Because regardless of market conditions, crypto projects are still operating, they're still running, and they have to weather the storm. And they still need different services to be able to deliver their project, right? So this could be services such as legal services, it could be financial services, it could be marketing services, you name it. There's always businesses in crypto that need this support from other companies that are specialists in these areas. If you say Magnet, for example, we're a growth company, and in this market it's still very important for long-term growth to maintain communities and maintain a social presence and be maintaining their current token holders and their market. So we're still very needed in this sort of market, regardless to what's going on in the wider angle, because these projects still need to be showing strength and showing they're building and showing that they're moving forward in this sort of market. Services-based business is always going to be in demand. The market isn't as rosy and isn't as good, then of course some projects are going to hold back on spending and try not to go too heavy and put themselves in a position where they might not be able to make it through a tough market, of course. But if you're really good at what you do and you could provide value and shape that value that you're providing to the current market, there's going to be business there for you to do. And anything to do with the business side of crypto is pretty much why I set up my YouTube channel in the first place, to teach this other side of the industry. I'm not going to go into it in major depth on this video, but I will leave a link in the description for those of you who want to know more and want to watch something that is solely about newbies coming into the business side of crypto for the first time, how you get started, what the blueprint looks like from someone who has done it. And the fourth way is create content. When there's so much news and so much stuff that's impacting the markets, people want to know this stuff. People want the information. And therefore, this sort of content is still very much in demand. Again, you're kind of shifting from maybe being that guy at a bull run where you're talking about finding the next big token to trying to understand how what's going on a global macroeconomic level is now impacting crypto, because that's the information that people now want. So I've always said it, that being a content creator in crypto is arguably one of the best business models in the world, because you can work with different projects which are still building. They still want support, they still want awareness, they still want to be seen, and you can get paid by these projects very handsomely to cover them. So now is a good time to start creating content, building a following. And obviously when the market does eventually change, a lot of people are going to want to have their projects, their tokens, their business in crypto put in front of your audience, and they're going to pay you well for it. So creating content in crypto is definitely a good idea and something that obviously is being done, but I still think there's a huge gap for new creators to come into this industry that are very organic, they're very transparent and real, and they deliver value to their audiences. So yeah, that's the fourth way. In addition to these 4 ways, there are multiple different ways that you can still make money out of the crypto industry even when the market is down. If you'd like a part 2 to this video, then please just let me know in the comments and I will make you one. But yeah, like I said, it's always better to hedge yourself. It's always better to be in the retail side of crypto where you are trading, investing in crypto, but then also be in the business side as well. So you are always drawing value out of this market regardless of what's going on in conditions. And then when conditions pick up, you then can really take advantage of that on the other side. On top of that, when the market is low, that's really when you want to be buying, right? So when you're creating value from the business side of crypto when the market is down, it's giving you the opportunity to be able to kind of bolster your positions on the other side of the market when no one else is really putting liquidity into the market. So you can get tokens at 70, 80, 90% discount. And the reason you can do that is because you have the funds to be able to do that, because you're on the business side of crypto. But that's just my opinion. This is not financial advice by any means, but it's just the way that I managed to look at this market. And it's helped me essentially DCA on the retail side when I'm investing in crypto, because I am always drawing value out of this market. It's a good approach to add to crypto. It's something that has worked for me. That's not to say it's going to work for you, but I wanted to make this video to open your eyes a little bit to the fact that this industry is still moving forward, regardless of what's going on out there outside of our crypto bubble. And yeah, if you like this sort of content, then hopefully I'll see you on another video in the future.